Hey everyone,
Hello.
we hope your Villanova and Lewis Hill College Virtual SleepOut is going well so far.
Yeah, thank you very much for what you're doing tonight, guys. I think it's a really cool and innovative and creative way to still advocate for people experiencing homelessness in a virtual space. So I hope it's going well, and thank you. What you're doing really matters.
Yeah, absolutely. You might hear a bit of traffic in the background because we are currently underneath our support center in Spring Hill. This is where we operate the food distribution that services the city, Spring Hill, and Fortitude Valley areas. And underneath here, we have a lot of really amazing foods that have been both donated and bought. So we have pasta, we have milk, we have breakfast cereals, we've got toiletries like toilet paper, which was a really valuable commodity a few weeks ago. We've got snacks like biscuits. Yeah, we've got a whole array of items, which is really amazing because it means we can just support a whole array of people. And so what we do is we have three types of hampers. We've got a breakfast hamper, we've got a general everyday hamper, and we've also got homelessness packs. So depending on what our companions are, what situation our companions are in, we can help them out accordingly, which is really fantastic to be a part of. And it's really, really cool because this is kind of the grassroots of Vinnie's. This is why Vinnie's was started. It was started, some of you may know, in 1833 by a 19-year-old called Frederick Ozanam. So he wasn't too much older than you guys, actually. And he was living in Paris at the time, studying law at university. And Paris was also going through a pandemic at the time, and there was a lot of poverty. And Fred, on his way to uni, would walk through the streets of Paris and he would see firsthand the people that were suffering. And so it was really real to him. And he was also very Catholic and really proud of what the church was doing to help those in need, and he would boast about that. But it wasn't until one day he was in a debate with a fellow student in his law class, and his classmate said, "Fred, you brag about what the church is doing, and that's all fine and well, but what are you yourself doing? Show us your works." And then he realized, yeah, you know what? I'm not actually doing anything myself to help. And so he had a few of his close mates, and they went out in the community and started helping those in need. And they went and they learned their name, they learned their story, and asked them how they could help. And it was the really simple stuff in the end. And that's why it feels really good to be doing what we're doing, and it's an awesome opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's a really great story of how a young person responds to a need in a crisis, and it can grow to something very big, and is able to help a lot of people. So I guess what you can take away from that is that sometimes it's the small things you do and the small ways you interact and help maybe one or two people. That's how things grow. And starting small means, with the right values, means that something can grow, like your ministries at Villanova and Lord's Hill as well. So it's really, really cool what you guys are doing. In terms of how Vinnie's is going at the moment, obviously a lot of people across Australia are getting job seeker and job keeper, and a lot of people in Brisbane who've been sleeping rough have been supported by the Department of Housing in terms of accommodation in a range of hotels across the city. And you may have heard that on the news. And what we've been doing is supporting people with food, particularly breakfast hampers, so that people have got a roof over their head, but they also stay healthy by eating food as well. And what we think might happen is that when the government support tends to be pulled back and those COVID payments stop to everyone, that's when Vinnie's will get a lot more calls for assistance, and we'll be able to distribute that much needed emergency relief for people in the form of food, rent, clothing, blankets as well. Even today, not everyone gets that that COVID response payments. We helped a companion today from Vanuatu who isn't able to access any government assistance at the moment, is isolating for 14 days, and is waiting to go back to Vanuatu when international travel restrictions return or are removed. and I guess he's just in limbo at the moment. So it's really good that we were able to are able to provide that food for him. So it's just one less thing that he doesn't have to worry about. And it's also similarly when we've been delivering hampers around the CBD, we've been supporting quite a lot of international students as well. Vinny's, our youth programs will hopefully be returning next month, which we're really excited about, and it gives children a chance to connect with role models and also other kids in the community as well. Receive a bit of mentoring in that safe environment through our Sense mentoring program, our Buddies Day and our Soccer Stars. Also, our support centres and volunteer refugee tutoring services are opening soon. So it's all about, I guess, trying to respond to the needs, the new needs of people in the community in a safe way as well in the COVID environment. So what you're doing really matters. And I guess a question for you to think about tonight is that, the why you've individually chosen to be part of this, because the why is just as important as the actual doing as well. And why does the issue of homelessness matter to you? And what would you, down the track and through your ministry works this year, what do you want to get out of it as well? So having a little bit of time to reflect, because you're doing this individually as well in a virtual space. So thank you so much for what you're doing. We really, really appreciate it. And we hopefully see you face to face soon. You never know. But best of luck tonight.
Yeah, good luck guys. See you later.
See ya.